So welcome back. Today is going to be about changing the golf grips. My golf grips have been on here for about 3 years and they've seen better days. They're cracking, they're pretty slick. So it's time to change them, so thought I'd make a video to show you how to do it. It's pretty simple. All you really need is a few things. I've got mineral spirits here in this bottle right here. Just easier for me to squeeze it out from there. I've got a container to kind of hold that liquid in case it comes out. You can get one of these, just use for grip tape. I've got a grip knife. It's got the hook right here, so it helps get the grip off. And then I've got grip tape. I got this from Golfworks. And then in my container, I got my golf grips. So really, a few things, pretty simple to do. You can do it at home, it's not too hard. I like to use grips that don't have any sort of lines on them, so I don't really like to have the logo on it. So I like to have grips that have lines or any sort of lettering on it, so I just got ones that are pretty simple like this. So that's what I'm going to show you here today in the video. It doesn't take too long to do, so I'm going to give you a quick overview how I do it and show you how to do it. So first step, I already took the grip off this one, so I'm going to take this out. Also, one thing to note, this does come in handy if you're using a vise. It basically wraps around your club, so it prevents it from damage to the golf club itself, so it is nice to have. I'll link all this stuff in the description. So I've got that. Let's go ahead and re-grip. Let's see what this is. My 8-iron. So my 8-iron's got a lot of wear to it. It's got grip right here is coming off. So let's line this up. I basically just fold it in here like this, put it into the vise, and I slide it up. Just easier for me to work with. Then I take the grip cutter right here, I line it up and I pull against me, so I pull it this way. I don't put my body on that way. Just kind of pull here. It's pretty simple. Then pull onto the table, pull this off, and then your old grip. I pull this off, and the old grip is off. These are all my old grips. You can see how dusty and pretty worn down they were. And now we've got the tape. So you can do it a couple different ways. You can scrape it with this. You can scrape it with a knife. You can scrape it with a knife, though that's not exactly the best thing to do with a graphite shaft or a driver shaft, hybrid shaft, 3-wood shaft. So you can do it this way. But what I like to do is, if you got one, invest in one if you're going to do this a lot or you're thinking about doing this. These are nice to have anyways. But get a heat gun. These do make it a lot easier. So what I'll do is I'll turn it on. I don't have it on the highest setting, but I just kind of put it across the grip, and I just kind of go back and forth every once in a while, letting that glue adhere to the golf club. And then what I'll do is I'll kind of come from here because it's easier, and I wrap this part out and then I tear this way. So let it heat up, and then I'm just going to go ahead and just slightly go and find. So I'm going to rotate this. What I like to do is find the seam, and I work from there. So now we're going to turn it off, put it to the side. It's going to cool by itself. And then I'll grab right here the loose stuff that you put inside. Most times you do that when you grip. And I'm going to try to find a way to take this off like that. So if I can't work from this way, I'll work from this way. It's just easier. Usually I'll work from this way. For this one, I'm going to work from this side. I'm going to find the seam. Start slowly working this tape off. So now the grip tape is off. There's still a few spots that I'll probably just hit with some alcohol, rubbing alcohol and stuff. But if you don't get all the tape off and for some reason it just rubs on and it's just hard to take off, what I do is you can take this adhesive remover from 3M. This one works really well compared to any other adhesive remover I've used. And I use it for my helmet projects too. This one works really well. Basically just spray it on, let it sit, and then within 3 or 4 minutes you can just wipe it off. So if that's the case, that's a good one to use to wipe off all the excess. If you got them, use some shop towels. I'm just going to wipe it off with some mineral spirits, just kind of clean it up, get it all cleaned up and ready for the grip. That way it's free of any debris. There's nothing on the thing that will prevent the grip from going on. Push that to the side. Now I've got the grip, and I need to basically get an idea of where this is going on. Now sometimes I'll keep some of the extra glue residue here on the club itself, so it's easier for me to measure for the tape. So I just kind of line this up. There obviously is a bump here, so I'm going to line this up, kind of get an idea of where I want it. Then I'll get the grip tape and I will put it on the club to where I kind of think I want it to go. Line that up, softly push that on, grab my scissors. Then I'll grab my scissors and then I will cut it to where I have access on the end, and that's where I'll tuck it underneath. So now I just kind of rub it in, making sure it goes around the curvature of the club perfectly fine, even pressure throughout the same thing. You don't want to get one in faster than the other. You kind of just want to crease them all at the same time around the club. So it's kind of a, you might have to, I mean, if you mess up, you just got to put more grip tape on and tear this one off and put new. If you mess up, you just got to put a new set on. It's not a big deal. Most of the time it'll kind of correct itself out. And then what we want to do now is take the extra. So this is a tape that's double-sided, so you want to take the extra side off. So I'm just going to find an end and then slowly take that other side off. So now it'll have the grip on there. And that is the part that you want. I made the mistake one time where I didn't take this off. It worked, but don't recommend it. So now we've got mineral spirits, and it's just easier for me to put it on here. Throw some of this on. I put a good amount on. Really doesn't affect it too much, so put a good amount on. And then, as you see most people do, if you ever watch the TaylorMade videos, Titleist videos, any of them, Mizuno, put some in here, and then I'm going to plug this hole right here, this using on grips, put some in here, shake this up, and then dump the rest on. Now we're ready to slide this on. I get a towel ready so I can slide it on with the towel, so I might get my hands all wet. So it's pretty easy to put this on. You just kind of get the opening ready, and then you just slide it on here. So now that it's all on, I grab the towel, and I basically use the force of my hand and club to bring it on, and then now it is on. I never take these off till the end because you can see right here, it's easier to take off because the club helps it to come off. What I like about these type of grips is I don't have to line anything up. I can just put them on, and it just helps me because I don't really use a grip to line myself up. I just like to feel the club and know how it's lined up. So now that that's taken care of, I'll make sure everything is kind of straight. There's nothing to worry. There's nothing too off. And then I will take it off here, and then I will basically tap this down to make sure the grip is all the way at the end. So we went from an old grip to now a new grip that was very much needed. So super happy with that. What I'll do is I'll let it sit up like this against a wall or something like that. So basically sitting like this, and I let it set for a day. I usually don't like to mess with them until the next day. So yeah, that is how you change a grip. It's pretty simple, doesn't take too long. So if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. If you haven't already, like and subscribe. I'm trying to bring out more videos here in the future, so thank you for watching.